Ashley Henson, 2108. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have a lawyer, ma'am?
Judge, she's made application to the public defender's office. Well, we'll know soon, won't we?
Ma'am, I've appointed the public defender's office to represent you, and you're appearing here for an arraignment.
Your Honor, we'd waive a formal reading of the charges and her plea of not guilty.
Okay, I'll enter the plea of not guilty. Let's see when Judge Webb will be here. I'll have her appear before Judge Webb on March 19th at 9:30. Okay, you may stand aside. Thank you, ma'am. Antonio Brinkley, 2107. That's has 13-356. Good morning. Sir,
Good morning, sir.
Do you have a lawyer?
I do not. I have filled out a public defender's application and have it ready to submit.
Okay. You've not submitted it yet?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, submit it and we'll either bring you over or talk to you via Skype later on today.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
I tell you what, let me look at it. Well, I'll just do both. You have two cases. We'll do both of them later.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Amanda Runkle, 20-104. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Who represents you, ma'am?
I guess myself, sir.
Okay, are you going to not hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
Yes, sir. Whenever I get the application, I plan on making a.
Okay.
I have one right here.
Okay, why don't you fill it out and we'll recall your case at a later time after we get the application, okay?
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Andrew Davis, 20-103. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Who represents you, sir?
Judge,
I filled out a application already.
I think Judge Webb appointed us recently to represent him. Or some, anyway, we've been appointed to represent him.
Is there anything to be done today?
Judge, if he hasn't been arraigned, we'd waive a formal reading of the charges and her plea of not guilty.
Very well. Well, thank you, sir. You can stand aside. Valerie Plumley, 20-102. Ma'am, I appointed the public defender's office to represent you. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here for an arraignment, I'm told.
Your Honor, we'd waive a formal reading of the charges and her plea of not guilty.
Plea of not guilty, and I think if we haven't already, we'll schedule it. Well, I think we scheduled it already.
It's Judge Webb's
Oh,
case,
is
Judge.
it? Okay, well, we'll leave it as scheduled. Well, you may stand aside. Thank you. Michael Ford, 20-101. Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No, I don't.
Are you going to hire a lawyer?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I'll have you come back on March 26th
Thank you.
for arraignment and attorney status at 10 o'clock. Crystal Hodge, 2106, 19192. Ma'am, do you have a lawyer?
I don't.
Are you going to?
I'm just ready to plead out guilty, though.
Okay. Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
Oh, I was just ready to plead guilty.
Okay. Well, you could go to the penitentiary. It might be best if you spoke with a lawyer first.
Okay. When do I have to wait to go to court again?
Oh, pretty soon. We'll get you in here pretty soon, but you'll need to make an application if you want to apply to the public defender's office. Is that what you'd like to do?
Okay, well, I come back to court today.
No, ma'am.
No, okay. Well, I didn't know. I had to ask. Okay.
I'll just have you appear before Judge Webb on March 19th at 9:30.
Okay.
Jennifer, you're in 20-99. Good morning.
May it please the court, Your Honor, I'm going to enter my appearance for this lady for the limited purposes of arraignment and to address bond. Now, for the purpose of arraignment, Your Honor, we will waive a formal reading of the charges, although there is a gag order in place. I'd note that for the record. And that's going to affect the bond situation, how we address it. And we'll enter a plea of not guilty to the 2 counts of the charge, Your Honor. And we know what the charges are and we understand them. I would respectfully move that I be allowed to address the issue of bond in camera with the deputy prosecutor and the court because there is a gag order in place. I may have some knowledge about this case that the court does not intend to be released yet, and I want to risk outing that information and violating the court's gag order, whether or not I may or may not be subject to it. But I think it's a precaution I want to bring to the court's attention for your consideration, Your Honor, to see if we could proceed at a break or something.
Okay, we can do that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me see, though. Has she been arraigned?
I think this was her I think she had an 8.1 maybe, Your Honor, but not arraignment.
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty then.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Anything else?
Very briefly, Your Honor, let me inquire of her how long she lived in the area. I know a lot of other factors that go into this, but this is not anything that's covered by that. Ms. Urin, can you hear me?
Yes,
Please tell the court how long you've lived in this area.
about 10 years.
All right, that's all I need from you right now. We're going to, because of the gag order, we're going to talk about this with the judge privately, okay? All right.
Before she leaves, I'm going to schedule her to reappear on March 26th at 10 o'clock for attorney status.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'll be in touch with you, okay?
Okay, thank
We're
you.
working on your bond.
Brittany Brown, 20-98. You have a lawyer, ma'am?
No, sir.
Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
Probably public defender form.
Okay, get you a form, fill it out, turn it in, reappear before Judge Webb on March 19th at 9:30.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bradley Urin, 20-97. Good morning. Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No, no, sir.
Okay, are you gonna hire a lawyer or make application to public defender's office?
Well, I filled out the paperwork for a public defender.
Okay, what did you do after you filled it out? Who did you turn it into?
I just turned it into Sergeant Maple.
Okay, we'll recall your case. We'll get the paperwork over here. We'll go from there. You may stand
Okay.
aside. Aaron Francis, 20-85. Well, do you have a lawyer, sir?
Yes, sir. I have a hired attorney. I haven't been able to speak with him asking for a bond reduction.
Who would your
And Lincoln's.
attorney be?
Bryce Cook out of Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Very good. Okay, have him enter his appearance and he can schedule the matter for a bond hearing.
What was that, sir?
Have your attorney enter his appearance in the case, and then he can request a bond hearing in your case.
Yes, sir. It's been hard to contact my attorney because he has an answering service and they have collect calls up here.
I see. Well, have you got a family member or friends who could contact him?
No, sir. I've tried to get a hold of my father and my mother, but they are both from out of state. And
Okay.
I'm from Jonesboro, so
Okay, well,
I don't have anyone around.
I'll just have you reappear on March 26th for attorney status.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
David Albrecht, 20-79.
Your Honor, we have been appointed, excuse me, we've been appointed to represent Mr. Albrecht. I assume he's been arraigned. I don't know if the docket reflects that or not. If it doesn't, then we would waive a formal reading of the charges and a plea of not guilty.
We'll enter the plea of not guilty.
And then,
Anything else?
David, were you wanting to approach the issue of bond?
Yes, sir.
David, if you were to make bond, where would you live?
I live at 614 Walnut Street in Gatsville. I've lived there for 25 years, my whole life.
Anybody live in that home besides you?
Yes, my mother and my father.
All right, and you're welcome back in that home?
Yes.
All right. David, what kind of bond could you make?
I mean, I don't have a job at the moment because I got put in here, but anything's better than it was.
Well, could you make a $5,000 cash or signature bond? Or cash or professional bond?
Maybe. Is there any chance for a signature bond? I've always appeared in court.
All right, very well.
Does he have any prior conviction?
Judge, he does.
Yes, Your Honor, he has.
Does he have any prior felony conviction?
I believe they're all misdemeanors.
Judge, I think he has a, no? I believe that's right, Judge.
I'm reading the affidavit here.
Judge,
Well, right now I'm gonna leave the bond where it's at. If you gather any more information, we can take another run at it.
Very well, Judge. David, I'll be in touch.
I thank you.
Cody Whitten, 19-449.
Judge, Mr. Whitten is with us. Looks like he's set for trial in May. I would ask the court if we could keep him here for a handful of days, allow me the chance to go over the discovery with him. We'll be ready to go in May.
You'll present me an order to that effect, and I'll probably sign.
We'll do so. Thank you, Judge.
William Cobb, 19-213.
Your Honor, we've reached an agreement on that matter. If it pleases the court, we'll ask for him to be brought over so we can execute the paperwork. We're just waiting on that.
Okay. We'll transport Mr. Cobb to the courthouse. Stephen Gager, 20-69, 20-59. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let's see, when you were last here, you were gonna apply for the public defender. Have you done that?
I have a lawyer. His name's Matt Stone.
Your Honor, I'm here. I represent Mr. Gager on the C03 CR 19-250, which I think is on the docket for today. I've not entered my appearance in these theft cases or the new cases yet, the 2 or 3 new sets. That's under negotiation and consideration.
Okay, well, on 20-69, 20-59, I'll just have him reappear on March 26th for attorney status on that. Anything else?
Thank you, Your Honor. I anticipate we'll probably be able to handle the case that I do represent him on. We'll probably be able to resolve that by play on that the same day if it pleases the court.
Okay, very well.
Thank you.
Your Honor, is it possible to request a bond reduction?
Certainly you can request one.
I've been in here for 2 months. I've never had a failure to appear or anything like that. Even $10,000 cash or pro bond would be a stretch for my family, Your Honor. If I could get anything lower than what it is, I'd greatly appreciate that.
Mr. Chisholm.
Your Honor, this gentleman was on bond for battery in the second degree on June 25th, 2019, when he was arrested for 3 separate thefts. He has, by my count, 8 counts of breaking and entering, 7 counts of theft of property. These all took place while he was on bond, Judge.
Oh, I'm gonna convert it to his bonds, in this case, to cash bonds.
Okay.
That'll be all right now. William Malone, 20-32. Who represents you, sir?
Pastings, Sam Pastings.
Sam Hastings does, okay.
Hold on just Judge, this is William Malone.
It says there, you were appointed here. The Public Defender's Office were appointed.
Judge, this is Judge Webb case, and Mr. Cooper will represent him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
All right, well, I'll set this matter down for hearing on a petition to revoke the bond before, we'll set the hearing before Judge Webb on March 19th, 9:30.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could get set up for a bond. I'm gonna lose my job and lose my home. I have a job and a house that I do need to get to.
Well, right now,
To
sir,
be fair, Your Honor, I was leaving the home as Miss Hoffman approached the house and she came up to the home. I was leaving the home. She doesn't live there. I live there. She came there unwanted at the point in time.
Okay. Right now, sir, you need to talk to your lawyer about this. There's a motion pending to revoke your bond, so you need to talk with your lawyer about these matters.
I'll get over to see him, Judge. Didn't realize I have him, but I'll get over to see him. We'll
Okay.
get it squared away.
Very well.
And so I have no bond?
Well, no, there's a motion to revoke the bond. Did you ever make a bond in this case?
No, sir, not in this case. No, sir.
It's got, there's a bondsman.
I'm here on my misdemeanors, yes. I've never had a bond.
Well, let me look, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. It looks like First Arkansas posted the bond. Is that not right? Maybe not.
Yeah, I thought I was out on bond on my felonies, not on a felony charged.
Okay, so if you posted a bond in your case, you still have a bond. Why you're in
Yes, sir.
jail, I don't know. Have you been charged with something else?
No, sir.
Well, I don't know why you're there, so you might have to talk to your lawyer about why you're there.
We'll look at it and get it figured out.
Okay.
Okay.